All right, so we have created our GitHub account. We are on our way to setting up the WiByte Python Lab. Make sure you're logged into your GitHub account, you're signed in there. And the way you could know is, just click on this. The fact that you're seeing this icon at the right side, you can just be doubly sure by looking at your, at your GitHub name, right? So for me, it's WiByte demo, and that's what is showing up there. Yeah. So remember, it's saying create your first project, start to build repository, and so on and so forth. However, do not do this just yet because we will create a repository from a given template. We'll see what that means. What we will do is to create a repository, like I said, from a template. I'm going to click on, the search here. Notice I did not create a repository just yet. In fact, I clicked on search, and I'm going to paste the repository that I want to create from. Now, this name looks quite long, but basically it's pointing to the WiByte account that we use. And inside there, I've created a repository called WiByte Python Lab Template, which is what I would want you to go to. I'm going to paste this link also in the description of the video, and we are going to also link this up in the website, right? Our class website. So, you should be able to find this. Please find this first. So you'll see this is the raw template repository for WiByte Python students. When you click on this, also you can recognize this by seeing that this the familiar forever enjoy coding, which is my profile picture for that particular account. So when I click on this, we need WiByte enjoy coding, I come to this template. It says a public template. We'll see what this means. So at this point, is where we will create our repository. You notice there's some description given over here. For example, if I go down and see, it says, welcome to our coding environment. This is designed to help you master Python logic and computational thinking. More designs available at wibyte.in. So make sure you are on this page here for this template repository. And at this point, we'll create our repository. We'll say use this template, which is on the right side here. And I'm going to say create a new repository. So, this is going to be quite a quick process actually. We will, it's basically saying, look, this is starting from a given template, which is this template. We'll talk about this in just a moment. I will give myself a repository name. So probably I can call it, let's say, maybe my Python, my WiByte, my byte Python projects, right? And that is actually pretty much it. So long as this name is available, you can name that repository. So notice there's a difference. This was the account name. This is a repository name. In one account, you can have many, many, many repositories, right? So the one we are creating here is coming from a template, which is where you will store your, your projects. Remember, the repository is like a cupboard where you can store stuff. You can give a brief description as well. So yeah, storage for my Python projects, let's say. It's kind of prompted me, but whatever description you like, that is useful. Very, 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 very important. This visibility must be public. It must be, right? Because only then, remember, we can share. Now for your own usage, you can actually create private repositories. So all you need to do is to go to private and create. But for, so for example, here, there's a private option. But for now, right, for this particular, let's say, course, this particular lab, please keep it public, because remember, we also want to share projects, right? And this is really all we need. I'm going to click on create repository here. This is again going to be quite fast. It just says takes only a few seconds, and you have it here. It says generating your repository. Let's just wait for this to finish. It's usually quite fast. You notice that this is your repository in your account. Remember, this is the name of the repository, my WiByte Python projects. And this is inside your account, which is WiByte demo. So that's the account that I just created, right? Everything starts to now look like the template repository. Not a surprise, because that is where we started from, right? Before moving further, let me clarify the meaning of these two very important settings that we have done. First, remember that the repository is public, as we spoke about. What this means is that anybody on the internet can view it. That's quite useful for us. Because that allows us to share projects. But obviously, goes without saying that do not share any personal information on this. That is true with almost all of the internet. Wherever things are public, you got to be a little bit careful, right? But for our codes, it's perfectly fine. Yeah. Now, remember also the repository is based on a template. So what this means is that, look, when you created the cupboard, it did not come completely empty. You could have created a new repository completely empty. But in this case, we did not do that. This cupboard that we have created, basically the repository, is not empty at first. In fact, a few files have been placed there, to basically configure our Codespaces, which we are going to do now. There's also a test file, right? So this is important. Let me show you what I mean. Notice that in your, in your repository here, I mean, account that we created, WiByte demo, my WiByte Python projects, there are already a few files in there, right? So I suggest please do not change any of these. All right, so now that our repository is set up, in fact, it's time to go to the next step, which is to launch Codespaces. As I told you, there is a tight connection between